Sir has really given the very nice introduction of ours. So I will not spend time in terms of introducing ourselves and of course me. But I really want to take this time to share one story. You can say that to be a success story, which really can motivate anyone and everyone to do something different in his life. So, and that's my own story in terms of what I did the way I did. I qualified in chartered accountancy in the year 2001 and joined an Indian IT company, Wipro. I was there as a trainee for a couple of years. One day my CFO approached me, and that was the point in time when Wipro got listed in US and they needed someone to consolidate their US set of financials. So they needed the professionals who have the ability, and Krishnan sir rightly mentioned that ability is the key for anyone and everyone. And that was the need at that point in time, wherein they needed someone who can really come on board and consolidate their financials as per US GAAP. We had dearth of individuals at that point in time in India because this qualification as such was not that prevalent at that point in time. They gave me the opportunity that why don't you do US CPA and start managing this as a role. God was kind to me. People were kind to me. I took that as an opportunity and finally went ahead with that. Cleared my year CPA and of course worked in Wipro for almost a decade. And when I just went off and of course left Wipro, I was the global financial controller for Wipro at large. It was a big growth that I took over a period of time. And that was not just what I delivered, but that was also a function of what ability I could gauge staying within that organization. Of course, it's a wonderful organization to work with. The kind of opportunities that you get over there, the kind of work that you get over there, the kind of scalability they really built onto yourself is amazing, which they did to me. And of course, God was kind there that I got what I got at that point in time. After I left Wipro, I got an opportunity with one of the largest, and that's the world largest asset managers of the world, named BlackRock. Many of you would know that. If you don't know it, just Google it out, you'll get to know that. BlackRock is the largest asset managers around the world. They are the largest financial services firm. I was their head of finance, sitting out here in India and shuttling between India and Hong Kong for a long time because I knew what I knew from the standpoint of their consolidations, from the standpoint of managing their finance and finance shared services. I worked there for almost 4 to 5 years and then left and joined Boston Consulting as their head of finance, managing entire global finance as a function. I stayed there for 5 years, and then Mr. Mishra met me one day and he says, what are you doing only doing a corporate job? Why don't you think something broad? And of course we decided something and we moved on in terms of contributing to the student fraternity at large. And of course that is the reason that makes me, or that brings me here to really talk to you that the qualifications which are really giving you the ability to really score well, do well, explore more, go more global, more broader, can really bring fortune onto your table. And that is what you really need to explore, you really need to think through, and of course you really need to be going up for. Now, I'm the testimony to the fact that what Becker delivers. I'm a Becker student. I'm the oldest Becker faculty in India. I know what Becker delivers. I know the content. I know the curriculum. I know what they're really known for and why they're really known for, because what they really deliver. And Krishnan, pardon me for that. I keep saying this like a broken record, that what Becker really teaches you in the curriculum really gets on into the exam, because exam somewhat is something that they have understood very well, that what they're delivering is something student is being tested on in the exam. That's the beauty of Becker, that's the beauty of the content that we really bring on, and that's the beauty of what we intend to, of course, get with this collaboration that we're really aspiring for. One thing that I really want to touch upon more from the standpoint of you thinking through more holistic and more global, India was known to be a voice-based industry at one point in time, wherein we used to get business in India basis the cost arbitrage. We are no more a cost arbitrage kind of a framework we have. Krishnan rightly mentioned we are not cheap now. We are very expensive in terms of what we really charge on, and that is a function of what we have been able to get and deliver. We have now jobs of artificial intelligence, big data, data analytics, DNIs, and so on and so forth, investment banking, you name it, and we have it, because our professionals, our folks have really gauged and got what is needed by the global companies. And that's what we're really aspiring for, and that is one of the reasons of having this collaboration, that we intend to bring this to a very different level, wherein the jobs or the gates of the global companies should automatically be opened for yourself to really explore and choose it from, that this is what you really want to go for it, and this is you really want to be making your future from.